स्वामिन् नमस्ते नतलोकबन्धो कारुण्यसिन्धो पतितं भवाब्धौ मामुद्धरात्मीयकटाक्षदृष्ट्या ऋज्व्यातिकारुण्य सुधाभिवृष्ट्या स्वामिन् नमस्ते स्वामिन् नमस्ते स्वामिन् नमस्ते स्वामिन् नमस्ते स्वाराज्य साम्राज्य विभूतिरेषा भवत्कृपा श्री महिमप्रसादात् प्राप्ता मया श्री गुरवे महात्मने नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु। जय गुरु, जय गुरु, जय गुरु। Yes, actually, I was preparing to continue with the Prabhat Rashmi, which I started. I think that was the, which one was it? Detachment, the only way to live well. I had started that chapter. And on that very day, I fractured my foot after the live program. And because of that, I could come for the live programs before I left for Poornashram. Now, today I thought I'll start with the same topic again. When Aravindan messaged me that, are you not going to speak about the Poornashram Yatra, the holy, auspicious event, the most significant event in Swamiji's life, as he says. So initially I thought it's live streamed, everybody has seen the program, but then I also felt that many would not come to know the amount of dedicated effort which has gone behind this whole program, and how everybody, while doing their small or big roles, were drenched in Guru Bhakti during this whole journey. Poornashram, as Baba has named it, you know, when we see the Poornashram and we entered Poornashram, we lived in Poornashram for some time. We went back to those days when Baba was there. Swami G, Nutan Swami Ji, and myself, we have the fortune of being in the association of Baba and staying in his Sannidhi association. Baba has left his body. He is not there physically. The building, which was a mud building, had fallen. And in that land, after the land came under our trust, Poojya Swamiji, who had made a sankalpa that he will rebuild Poornashram, the new Poornashram has come. And as throughout this reconstruction, we could feel a divine hand, a providential hand, and we could feel at every moment Baba's grace being showered on us at difficult moments. When Poornashram has come up, everybody who has gone there, stayed there, spent some time, and even now, we can feel that presence of Baba, the realized master who was not known to many people. He didn't come to public eyes. He did his tapasya and austerity, staying in his own room day and night, immersed and being embraced by his own self. In the midst of all that hustle bustle was going on during the programs because of the presence of many people, work was still incomplete. Even now some workers are working. In the midst of all that, there is such a peace, such a silence, such an overwhelming austerity feeling, such an overwhelming dispassion, feeling of dispassion, that envelops all of us day and night. We have returned from Poornashram, but I think many of us have carried back those feelings with us. Somebody was telling me today that, Ma, we have been hearing about Baba from Swami G, Nutan Swami Ji and you. We have read the book, My Beloved Baba, and reading that, hearing that, and also observing Baba's Jayanti on Shivaratri day did not impact us so much as it has done after the Punasham event was watched by us through live stream. That is the words of a devotee who told me today. She said, whatever I saw through the online technical ways, I felt that I've become close and I could understand the Guru Bhakti which lies beneath everything that has been done there. Swamiji's Guru Bhakti, Swamiji's dedication, and the manner in which it was spreading in ripples in all directions. You know, this Punashram land where Baba stayed, the two-storied mud house cottage, I think I have told in some of my earlier online program, it fell after Baba passed away and after many years when nobody was looking after it, nobody was there to look after. And slowly the inheritors, they registered it under our ashram trust, requesting Swamiji to take it over. In 2017, in Kolkata, it was registered under Narayanashram Tapovanam Trust. Baba had passed away. He left his body 39 years back in 1979. So after this land came under Swamiji, Swamiji decided to go there after 39 years of not going there at all. And he told all his devotees, whoever wanted to come can join him. So that year in 2018 February, about 150 devotees joined Swamiji, and we all went to, all the inmates, the renunciates, all of us went to Poornashram with lot of emotions. And after a long time, those who have heard, those who have read the book, they were able to see the place. But it was only a land. The house was not there. A dais was made, a pandal was put up. Baba's photo was there on the dais. Swamiji was received by Ulululation and Shankadvani and Pushpavrishti and everything by the villagers, garlanded, and then Swamiji went to the dais, lit the lamp and did pranam to Baba's photo. Baba was invisibly there. Swamiji spoke, Natho Swamiji spoke, I spoke, and Swamiji told everybody that he has made a sankalpa to build the Poornashram. It's a place, remote village in West Bengal, in the district Murshidabad, actually border of Bardhaman and Murshidabad. People are very poor. So an Annavastra Dana Satra also arranged. A blanket, 5 kilos of rice and sweets in a box. 2,000 people were given. Swamiji promised the villagers that he'll come back the next year also. And next year also Swamiji went and the program happened. Meanwhile, all the discussions and finding out an architect, finding out the contractor, all those was going on. The architect was giving us plans. So these things were going on behind the scene. But in 2020, the COVID came in and the work could not progress. Only in 2023, when the COVID had gone, again the whole work started. But there was a problem. Who will actually supervise it on our ashram's behalf? At that time, Swamiji's one disciple from Jamshedpur, who has knowledge about buildings, being a builder himself, he came up and with lot of Guru Bhakti said that he would like to take up and this mission to fulfill his Guru's wish, Swamiji's wish. From Jamshedpur, he started coming, driving. It takes 7 hours. And initial days, he used to stay in the village for maybe sometimes 3 weeks or 1 month, go back again, come back again. Like that, throughout this journey, he has been doing so. In the village, he was hosted by a family, Jungle and Meena. They were hosting him whenever he was in Dakshinkhnada. They provided him all kind of care, food, lodging, and he was along with others. Some help came from the other people around. He looked after this. Now, this work was going on, and sometimes it was looking as though it will be impossible to carry on with the work because it is so far away, and the suppliers were also not able to give us the proper bills which our accounts department wants. So many such things, many difficulties came up because in the remote village many things had to come from a different district. But all these were handled by the individual providential help and Baba's grace and Swamiji's sankalpa. Then, meanwhile, what happened is that when this work started, I had gone for the stone laying foundation because normally Swamiji would go and lay the stone, but he was very sick at that time before the construction started. Natho Swamiji was away in Malaysia because that program was long fixed up. So Swamiji sent me. And after stone laying function, I stayed there for 2 days during that period. And the day of the stone laying function, in the evening when I had a satsang with the villagers, there were quite a few people, from children to youngsters to middle-aged to old people, men and women. After the satsang, they all said, in Bengali, the satsang was in Bengali, they all said that, Ma, we would like to hear this very often, not only one day. can you not join us online at least once a week? We know that you are very busy, just please do it. And they decided that every month, the first Sunday, there will be a satsang. I promised them, I will go and tell Swamiji, I said. And they gave me a list of phone numbers with WhatsApp. I came back, Swamiji wanted to hear everything that happened during that stone laying function. He was not very well. And hearing that the villagers themselves, they have wished to have satsang like this every month, Swamiji was very happy. He has been telling us that Baba had told him that sometimes you should go to village Dakshinkhnada, Baba's village, and that Swamiji should spread spirituality, Brahma Vidya, to the villagers. Baba had told him the villagers do not know about this adhyatmic spiritual path. They are all given to religiosity. Swamiji also. What Baba told Swamiji, and later he had told Nuthan Swamiji also, that prachara should be done. So, when Swamiji heard that the villagers themselves have wanted a satsang, he was very happy. And he told that first day of a month, first Sunday of a month, that is about 10-12 days later, tomorrow is Sunday. That is after I came back, after the stone laying function, and when I was narrating to him, he said, tomorrow is Sunday, we'll start the satsang right away. So immediately we opened a group, informed everybody and told that the satsang will take place from tomorrow. And in that satsang, Swamiji said that, it was like giving a boon, a blessing. He told them that you are wanting only once a month. I tell you, I will be taking this satsang every Sunday without fail. So from that time onwards, every Sunday, through this internet, Swamiji was reaching to the Dakshinkhnada villagers, and we all inmates and ashramites, and those who would be present in the ashram at that time, all will be sitting around in Swamiji's office to hear Swamiji speak to these villagers. Swamiji knows Bengali. In his young days, when he had gone for a job, it was in Kolkata, and he learned Bengali, but because he was not in touch, he had forgotten it. But after Nuthan Swamiji and myself came to the ashram at his feet, slowly we started talking to him in Bengali, and that is nearly 40 years now. So Swamiji speaks Bengali quite well. But he felt that to explain to them what he wants to, he must know more of vocabulary, more of Bengali words, nice sentences, so that he can express himself well. And at this 90+ age, he started revising his Bengali. I will not go to those details, and it was something to be seen. The interest, the enthusiasm, the tenacity, the diligence, the dedication. It was all to be seen and imbibed. And initially he would say that Swamiji and Ma should talk to them. I don't know Bengali so well. But slowly, seeing his love for them, for him, talking to the Dakshinkhnada people was just like talking to Baba. I would always feel that he would reach as if he is gone to his Baba. He becomes a small child. When he met Baba, he was very young. So, as if he has gone there and sitting by the side of Baba and talking. So he started telling them various things about the spiritual wealth, the spiritual knowledge, the Atma, the Brahman, about God, and also teaching them slokas from various scriptures and other prakaranas, such slokas which will be beneficial for these village people who are very simple. They don't know anything except doing puja and all that. Then at a time, these people, some of them said that, Swamiji, will you teach us Bhagavad Gita? We know about Bhagavad Gita that it is a very holy text for all of us, but we don't know what it is written there. Then Swamiji started taking Bhagavad Gita. I think he is continuing that. He teaches, he explains in the manner in which these simple people would be able to grasp, and then he asks them, are you only listening or are you also imbibing? Is it making any difference in your lifestyle, in your mental attitude? And he is satisfied when they all say, or at least some of them would stand up and say, yes, Swamiji. Earlier we used to get very much upset if something happened which we did not like, or if any difficult situation we were in. Now we are not like that. We get strength in our mind by being exposed to all this. It is, it is an online satsang. Many others, later on, Bengali knowing people, when they requested us, we said, okay, you can also join this group. But whoever watches, they just listen. It is them who all gather in one place, and their interaction is with Swamiji. So what happened? Through this, although these villagers have seen Swamiji earlier, through this interaction, Swamiji became part of their life, a person whom they start having not only devotion, lot of fondness, and the childlike laughter that Swamiji has, the brilliance of Swamiji's eyes. Many say that we just, whenever we are in difficulty, we just think of his face and his eyes, and we feel he is having his protecting hands on our head. The relationship grew like this. Meanwhile, the building work was going on. In 2023, Swamiji decided to go along with Nathan Swamiji, me, and others of the ashram, some of them. Many other devotees also joined. About 16, 17 of us went. There is no place to stay in Poornashram till it is getting ready. So we all stayed in Shantiniketan, which is only 1.5 hours drive. Tagore's Shantiniketan. There are a lot of homestays are there, beautiful facilities are there. So at this age of Swamiji, we always try that he is not given strain. As such, the journey to Dakshinkhnada or Shantiniketan is quite tedious. So we stayed in Shantiniketan, and every day we would go from there to Dakshinkhnada. Swamiji would have satsangs and we come back. Before going there, in one of the Guru Purnima 2023, I'll again repeat so that you don't miss the chronology. 2023, in January, the stone laying function happened. 2023, in the Guru Purnima, when Swamiji was giving a lecture, generally he speaks in English as well as in Malayalam. He knew that the Dakshinkhnada people, they are also watching the live stream. Suddenly, with so much of emotion, he said, "Oh Dakshinkhnada people, are you listening? I'll be coming there soon. And when I go there, I want to talk to you. I want to be in your midst. I want to tell you whatever Baba told me and whatever I have heard from Baba. I was feeling that he is telling not the villagers. He is as if telling Baba that, Baba, I am coming, I am coming, I am coming. I am trying to fulfill your wish. And maybe that is why in 2023 October, when the first casting was done, first ground floor roofs were cast, Swamiji said, we'll go. And we went there. Lot of satsangs took place. It was a Mahotsava. Swamiji named it Brahmadham Yatra. I've spoken about it in one of my live satsangs. It was Guru Bhakti and Guru Bhakti. Guru Bhakti and Guru Bhakti. One must see Swamiji interacting with these people. You know, ever since I am in the association of Swamiji, I remember we came as a visitor even before joining the ashram. When we came to ashram here, Swamiji spoke about Baba because he knew that we have also taken Diksha from Baba and we used to go to Dakshinkhnada, stay with Baba, serve him. So he got somebody to whom he could speak about Baba. It was as far back as 1986. We had not yet renounced. We came from our house and the very first visit to the ashram here. Swamiji was talking about Baba. And Swamiji would always say, my Baba. Most of you or many of you have heard Swamiji's talk about Baba. You will always, maybe you have noticed already, he always says, my Baba, my Baba, my Baba. So, he constantly spoke about Baba. And I remember at one point he asked me, see, when Baba was there in his body, he used to go and spend time with him. Do you feel the same kind of love here as you used to find in Dakshinkhnada near Baba? That talk, that question is still there in me very vividly. And I understood that with what fondness, affection and love he was asking us this question. Whenever he spoke about Baba and later on, everybody knows when he speaks about Baba, his whole face becomes radiant with a smile which is like a child, as if a child has sat near his father and looking up to him. The fondness, the love. So when in Brahmadham Yatra, 3 days, at 3 consecutive days, we had been there to Dakshinkhnada. Every day we'll start from Shantiniketan in the cars and stay the whole day and come back in the evening. Swamiji would have only satsang and satsang and satsang. He said, I want to drench everybody with what I have heard from Baba. And we came back. The regular satsangs, Sunday satsangs went on. The work also went on. There were many difficulties. We wanted to give the building an archaic look, not like just a building. We were not making a mud house, because mud house will fall again. But how to give a different look, different from a building, which is generally seen. Then Nutan Swamiji decided to engage one contractor who is an artist of mud buildings. And he came in and there was a lot of work done to give a very different look to this building, which now looks like a temple. A temple of those areas. Bankura is a district in West Bengal. Mostly those are the artists, art of that site. This person, one Mr. Saha, he had learned, he was a student of Shantiniketan, and he does all this work. Now, somehow or other, the work was not getting over. And Swamiji was every day asking, we could understand whatever he was doing, wherever he was traveling, whomever he met, in his mind always was the question, how far the work has progressed, when will it be over, when we can go and inaugurate it, dedicate it to Baba. Then, I think it was October or November, October I think, this October last 2024, he said, let us decide a date. And that date was Mahashivaratri of 2025, which fell on 26 February. He said, let us give the date. And the date was chosen because Baba's Jayanti Baba was born on a Shivaratri day. And we all observed that day as Baba's Jayanti. So Swamiji said, let it be 2025 Mahashivaratri day, which was 26 February. The date was announced and decided to have an Annavastra Dana Satra, Dana Satra, and giving a kambal, and nowadays rice is available, government gives, so one packet of dal and sweets. That would be held on 27th. By that time, the whole building should be over. Swamiji even said that even if it is not over, in whichever state it is, we'll go and stay there after inauguration. So naturally, when a date was fixed, the work pace also progressed. And it was announced to all the devotees across the globe that this is what Swamiji's mission is now, the Sankalpa. So whoever wants to travel to Dakshinkhnada and be a part of this holy event, which Swamiji says is the most significant event in his life. And we who are around him, we could always feel that that is behind his mind. So, the huge thing, one is to finish the building, another is to accommodate and make arrangement for people who want to join us from across the globe. Where will they stay? And what is the mode of transport? How to bring them all together? This was a great challenge for us. Nuthan Swamiji then, in December, went to Dakshinkhnada to see the progress of the work, because February date has been given. We had only 2.5 months in hand. And along with him went some from the ashram, including Namrata, and from Bangalore. Lakshmi also came from Kolkata, Rahul, Dorina. Many came. Somnath and his wife Jaya. Somnath is the devotee who has taken up the whole charge of this construction. He's from Jamshedpur. So they all came. And first thing that it was heard, there is a very beautiful, there's a humming. There is a beautiful ashram, very big ashram of Bharat Sevashram Sangh near Shantiniketan. So Swamiji went and met him, and it was found it was an ideal place to accommodate all our devotees who will be participating in that holy event of 26 February. So everything was arranged, and Lakshmi from Bangalore she took up the charge and the responsibility of getting in touch with all the devotees, who is coming when, who will be coming by train or flight, and the timings. Some were also cancelling, some were adding on, and constant interaction with us, constant phone call with us. Nothon Swamiji remained there, went to Dakshinkhnada, that is the December part. Just before the Satram, he returned back. And he went to Dakshinkhnada every day and talked to the villagers also, that everybody should come forward. After coming back, it was understood that this one visit before the program, actual program happens and the building is fully constructed, this one visit is insufficient. So they decided to go again in January. Nothon Swamiji went along with all his volunteers. And that time Namrata went and stayed in the village itself, in somebody's house. So she could interact with the villagers in partly English, partly Hindi, and partly broken Bengali, which most of the people understand Bengali here in our ashram because we speak Bengali quite much. So many things were discussed. That time, it was Nothon Swamiji was asking the youngsters to come forward and so it is for us to make them understand who was Baba, what did he represent, what is this Brahma Vidya that he had handed over to Swamiji, who is handing over to various people throughout the globe, and what is this Brahma Vidya. So Nothon Swamiji in his meetings, he invited very affectionately the youngsters to come forward and take up this mission. And because of that, some youngsters got in touch. And along with, one thing I forgot, along with this, every Sunday satsang, a group of ladies particularly, some men are also there, from the beginning when the stone laying function was done, they were meeting where the Guru Parampara photo was kept and singing bhajan, kirtan, our prayers every day without fail. So a group has formed who was doing this, who has been going there every day, lighting the lamp, doing the prayers, doing the Sankirtan every day unfailingly. So these few people became close to us, and out of them only, from one of the families of one of them, came out Shomi Priyanka, who said that she is very impressed, very impacted, and will be able to help us in arranging this program. And she said that since she has grown up in this village, now married in Kolkata, she will come from Kolkata, or through phone, she will also get in touch with other friends of hers who are still in the village and who can help us in this whole program. We needed people. It's not easy when so many people are coming from outside to feed them, to look after them, and the next day to give 2,000 people, poor people, the dana that we wanted to give. And Swamiji's everything is so much perfection, so much of perfection. Swamiji was as if floating in Guru Bhakti. Whoever would come at that time, he would tell everybody the details of everything that is going on, telling them, showing them photos. He cannot show them himself. He would either tell Namrata to show or Pranati to show the progress of the building which is going on, whether it was laying the tiles, whether it is the temple-like construction over the building with small tiles of Bakura. So he was very happy, and he would tell even on the phone who was telephoning him that I am going to Dakshinkhnada, I am going to inaugurate, this is the most important event in my life. It was something I think we all silently observed. At this age, he is now 91 plus. How much he was, attentive to know each and every detail. Now, things started flowing in. We wanted Baba's room. The Baba's room in the mud house was in the first floor. It was a long room. We wanted to keep that room as such, but now it is a concrete room. But in that room, we wanted to have a shrine. Baba's photo mainly, and the Guru Parampara photo, Baba's Gurudev, Baba's Param Gurudev, and we also wanted our Swamiji's photo also to be there. The whole shrine, one devotee from Bangalore, she does interior decoration work. We know her from her childhood. Her parents are Swamiji's disciples. We contacted her, and she came forward, took up the whole responsibility, and in a very short time, beautiful work, and sent it to Dakshinkhnada. And meanwhile, so much of planning was going on. Planning of people who will come in, how will they be picked up from the flight or from the airport. Airport is Durgapur Airport, which is nearly 2 hours from Shantiniketan and the Bharat Sevashram Sangh, where the people are going to stay. So, Lakshmi and Vijay, in the second round of Nutan Swamiji's trip to Dakshinkhnada, they had accompanied. Suresh Babu and Usha, in the main program, they came in. Many others came in, maybe I'm forgetting the names, but mostly these people. From Malaysia they came. All our inmates from here. Now Swamiji wanted all the renunciate brahmacharinis to go there when Swamiji will be inaugurating. That became a big question, because leaving the ashram, we don't go away like this, all of us. But Swamiji's some devotees who are in Trichur and some outside Trichur, they came forward to say that Swamiji, all of you go, we will stay here and we will manage the ashram. And all our accounts, department, everybody, all the workers, Swamiji called them and told them, we are all leaving. The ashramites, we are all leaving. The whole ashram is on you. So don't take any leave. Look after everything so that we can go with a free mind. I am going to my Gurudev's abode, which I have rebuilt, and I want to dedicate it to him. Everybody cooperated. So, we thought we'll go a few days earlier. Swamiji said that before he inaugurates the building, he wants to inaugurate the whole building, open the gate and enter, and only then he will stay in that building. So, we went to Shantiniketan first. On 21st, we all went to Shantiniketan. And we stayed in Shantiniketan. The devotees, some who served Swamiji, and some of us, about 10, 12 people, we were in Shantiniketan, the homestays, and others all went to the Bharat Sevashram Sangh. And we used to go from there. 23rd we went, 25th we went. We had meetings, and we had to see that stage. Mostly Suresh, Vijay and all, they had taken up the job of seeing that the stage is okay, stage is very strong, so that the next day when the Dhanasatra items will be kept there, it can bear the weight. And how the stage has been decorated, everything was taken up. All devotees did some work or other. But still work was going on. Work was going on when we just went through the building. We were thinking, even on 25th we were thinking, how will how next day inauguration will be possible? Even if that is possible, how next day Swamiji and party, we all be able to stay here? Everything was dusty. Workers were working, electricians were working, plumbers were working, painters were working, shrine people were fixing up the shrine. And there were so many villagers around. They were all so enthusiastic, so much of fondness, so much of love, so much of Guru Bhakti. And Swamiji went round the building 3 times. He went up and down. And even above Baba's room, when you go up to the temple-like structure above, there is a room that has become a room where one can meditate peacefully. So, all this Swamiji was going around and seeing. And children were there. So it was a big festival going on ever since we went there, even before 26th February. And 25th, we came back to Shantiniketan. Swamiji said that from Shantiniketan on 26th February, he will go very early. 9:30 was the time. And we will first go to the Pandal, sit there, and then after letting all the devotees and those who have assembled know that Swamiji has arrived, now Swamiji will go to Poornashram, the next land. Our Pandal was in the next adjacent vacant plot. So we went out of the Pandal and Swamiji entered Poornashram. He was in front of the Poornashram gate, which was very well decorated, and he opened the gate and entered Poornashram. Now, with so many people around, Baba's room would not be able to accommodate everybody. But people who have come from far places, people who have come with lot of devotion, they would all want to come inside. So the previous day we were discussing how to manage that. Then Swamiji had said, let only Swamiji, Nutan Swamiji Ma, and the renunciate ashramites, let them alone enter Baba's shrine, which is a big room but a small door. Cannot accommodate or allow at least about 200, 300 people who had already assembled in the Pandal. CCTVs were put so that they can sit there and see what is happening. Only the camera people, they had entered. There Swamiji lit the lamp. You must have seen, all of you, lit the lamp, and he did Sashtang Pranam to Baba's photo. The Swamiji, our Swamiji, has many times described to us how when he was young and he had gone to Kolkata with a job, his brother had brought Baba to their flat. And his brother had told Swamiji that, see, he is a Mahatma, you do pranam. So according to South Indian culture, Swamiji had done Sashtanga pranam. When he got up, he found that Baba has held his face like this and drew his face towards himself, and Baba had given a kiss on Swamiji's forehead. Swamiji has told us many times, he has written it in many places, that was the beginning of a complete change in his life, a relationship with his Guru. He was stunned to think that such an affection, is it possible? He has never had this from his parents or elders. He is the youngest in the family. He doesn't remember having such a kiss. And here, a completely unknown person, with what affection he has kissed his forehead. And as the relationship with Baba grew, slowly Swamiji took up Diksha from him. He has written in many places that what he has become is only because of Baba. His relationship with him, his bhakti towards him. Ever since he has met Baba, he has wanted nothing. He had never had any God in his life except Baba. Swamiji was a spiritual, religious person, going every day to the temple, chanting Vishnu Sahasranama, doing pranam, and all that. But when he met Baba, took Diksha from him, Baba became his God, personalized God. And everything that he has got is from him. So when Swamiji did this kind of a pranam that day, also during Brahmadham Yatra, Swamiji had done a Sashtanga pranam. My eyes were shedding tears. I was imagining that scene of many, many years back when the young Swamiji would have done prostration at Baba's feet, and Baba would have drawn his face and given us nice, tender, loving, affectionate kiss on the forehead. It was like that. My dear children, I cannot express to you what this Poornashram Udbodhan or inauguration meant for all of us. All the people who had gone there, some after the program sat in the courtyard, some went and sat in Baba's shrine. Many have said that they have felt that silence and his presence, the complete dispassion, becoming a free person, freedom. And over and above the Guru Bhakti that they have felt throughout this whole period, that is absolutely unique and indescribable. You know, we decided to print a Bengali book. We don't have any Bengali book about Baba. My beloved Baba has been written by Swami G in English. It has been translated in Malayalam, Atma Saranil, and it has been translated in Hindi, Mere Pyare Baba. But though somebody tried a translation, it could not be done. And as I told you, with my conversations with the villagers, I understood they don't know nothing about Baba, the Brahma Vidya, Swamiji's life, Swamiji's association, what Swamiji feels about Baba, what Swamiji has learned from Baba, what is the spiritual life, how spiritual life, if pursued even a little bit, can take away all fear. How, even if it pursued a little bit, can enable people, the worldly people, to live their life peacefully, beautifully, freely, with a lot of joy, even in the midst of all ups and downs. They don't know. So we thought that we must bring out a book about Baba in Bengali. So we were thinking, my beloved Baba is too big to be done in this short period. But in May 21, 2021, May 21, we had brought out a special issue on Baba in English, Vichar Setu. Vichar Setu special issue, and it was in English. Naturally, it came out in Malayalam also, and in Hindi also, Hindi Vichar Setu also. So we thought that we will translate that small magazine-like thing in Bengali, where Swamiji has written about his feelings and his reminiscences about Baba. Nuthan Swamiji has written, I have written, and we have given some letters from Baba, which Baba had written to Nuthan Swamiji and me. We have written about our Guru Parampara. It's a very thin book. So now translation has to be done very fast with our busy schedule of Satram, which was just round the corner, and our traveling, how to do it. Then Nuthan Swamiji's Purnashrama classmate, one Siddhartha Bhattacharya, we have still connection with him. We requested him whether he can translate. So he was sending the translation very fast, and we were working on that, editing them. Sanjay Chakraborty from Delhi, he was doing all the work in the computers. He learned the InDesign to put the matter into DTP. He came over here, and all together, all of us, myself, Nuthan Swamiji, Sanjay, and partly, and Siddhartha Bhattacharya, of course, proofreading, everything we started. But it did not remain as a small book. It was not the magazine which we had done in English. When mainly I was looking after the book, and I thought that whatever Swamiji's reminiscences had been there in the English Vichar Setu, it does not really bring out part of the My Beloved Baba which Swamiji has so emotionally written. So I added, taking Swamiji's permission, I said that in the article that we have written in that Vichar Setu, I want to put in some things from My Beloved Baba. So those translations were also done. Also, Baba had written many letters to Nuthan Swamiji and me. Similarly, he had written to Swamiji also. But unfortunately, Swamiji's letters, which Baba had written to him, were never found in this ashram. From the time I have come, I have searched for it. No single letter written by Baba was preserved. But Nuthan Swamiji had preserved his letters. I had preserved my letters. So in this book, we have given very important letters which will be very, very helpful for all seekers. Some letters we have given in Baba's own handwriting, scanning the letters. So I was very busy with this book. Ever since, I think, we came back from Jamshedpur, even before the Satram, and Swamiji named the book Sadguru Sannidhya. This is the book, Sadguru Sannidhya. This is in Bengali, and this is the picture of the little incomplete Poornashram building. Here, when I was day and night working with it, and then I felt that it's not a magazine, it has to be a book. So there should be, the book should end in that note. So there, to bring in that touch, I wrote a new article for it. how this Poornashrama came about, that reconstruction, and how the Udbodhan day is coming forward, what Swamiji is saying, what is his decision, and what Swamiji had written. He wrote that Swamiji, when he announced the date 26 February, he wrote to everybody that he is going to dedicate Poornashrama as a center of religious austerity and jnana, as a center for the welfare of the villagers there, and as a place for sadhana for all serious seekers who would like to do sadhana. With lot of emotion and love, Swamiji kept on telling everybody those days, before we even left for Punasham inauguration from here. He said, this Poornashrama reconstruction and its inauguration is the most significant event in his life. And he was calling everybody as if, come, come, all of you come. He sent out a message to every devotee, every disciple, whomever we know, and whoever is in our mailing list. It was sent. He said, all of you come to Poornashram, come to the divine abode of Baba. The Brahma Vidya that I got from Baba, the invaluable treasure that I have got in the form of Brahma Vidya from Baba, and through that, what I am today. Come and see that the source is in Poornashram. Come, all of you. While this book, I was busy in Swamiji also, and Sanjay, we were mostly busy with this book. And my health was also not good at that time. I had a viral fever and the fever was not going. So with that only I was working, meeting people, that visitors were coming. And that is the time on 7th February I fractured my foot. I think it came as a blessing because I had to be confined to my room. So day in and day night, I think from 8th February onwards till 21st February, till it went to the press. I don't remember when it went to the press, maybe 13th or 14th. I was working on the book from day in and day night, sitting on a chair, keeping my plastered leg up. And that a solitude actually was very helpful at that time. And it was helpful for bringing out the book. It was helpful for me because I was only writing about Baba, reading the proof, editing the proof again and again, twice, thrice, so many times we have gone through. And it was just getting immersed in Guru Bhakti, immersed in the bhava, the emotions, what Guru Bhakti can mean. I was simply swimming in that. Nothing was there in the mind at that time. And it remains. And while I was doing that, Swamiji was floating in another nectarine ocean. His emotions he was expressing in the form of shlokas, Sanskrit shlokas, which he wrote for dedication, the whole thing, the Poornashram being dedicated to his beloved master, his most beloved Baba. He wrote 10 shlokas. 2 he had written earlier in 2018, where he brought about some changes, and rest 8. So it became a dashakam. And he said, after this Bengali book went to the press, there were only few days left. He said that, I want to print this also. So you can understand. He said that this will be, this Sanskrit shloka, there will be Sanskrit, there will be diacritical, so that those who cannot read Sanskrit can read these diacritical marks. English meaning will be given and Bengali meaning should be given. So you can understand the work which involved. But we all took up, many helped, Praveen is one, and Pranati also involved. So many things were done, and Swamiji took out this book. He said the name should be Guru Pada Samarpanam. Even this name he has given, Sadguru Sannidhya. Sadguru Sannidhya. This is Sadguru Sannidhya in Bengali. This book actually contains lot of pictures, how after Poornashram rebuilding Sankalpa was taken and up to the Udbodhan. It was, many pictures are there, very beautiful pictures are there. So this is the Guru Pada Samarpanam. It contains a very beautiful introduction from Swamiji, and also the 10 shlokas which Swamiji has written. These 10 shlokas, I think if you want the book, you can write to our ashram or from the website. So this one or two shlokas, Swamiji's emotion you will be able to understand. Navikritam yadya samarpitam te kritajñata purvamidam sudhama आयांतु जिज्ञासव विश्वतोत्र स्वात्मप्रदीपज्वलनाय सम्यक्. He's saying, all these are shlokas addressed to Baba. He's saying, with gratefulness, today we dedicate this renovated holy abode to you, to Baba. May seekers and enquirers from all over the world come here to light well the lamp of their own inmost self. Sarvo gururvai guruvakyameva varishta shishyan nayatiti siddham अतः सदा त्वद् हितपूरणार्थं नेतुं किलाग्रे हृदिनो विराजा. Guru is everything and all indeed. It is well known that Guru's word alone leads devout disciples to fulfillment. Therefore, in order to fulfill your own wish, dwell you indeed in our heart to lead us forward. He's telling Baba that to fulfill your own wish, please dwell in our own heart to lead us forward. Bhavatvidam dhama tapapradhanam tava smritirhyatra vased bhrisham vai तद्वाक्य निर्देश महाप्रभावात् सर्वाणि कार्याणि शुभानि सन्तु. May austerity have the supreme place in this abode. May austerity have the supreme place in this abode, because Baba had done lot of austerity. He never went out anywhere. He only was immersed in his sadhana. He was always embraced by his own self. Where your memory will reign most, Let the austerity be the supreme place in this abode, where Baba's memory will reign most. May all activities conducted here be auspicious, inspired by the greatness of your words of wisdom. So I'm not saying all because there is not much time now. I'll say the last one. Jidyasava santatamantareva manas samadhatu mananya bhavat punah punarmajjanati vrachitta bhavantu santu sthirabuddhayosmin. May inquirers and seekers always strive to discipline their mind with exclusive devotion. May inquirers and seekers always strive to discipline their mind with exclusive devotion. May they, with the mind imbued with the fervor, dip inwardly again and again. Let their intelligence be steadfast in this resolve. So, in these slokas, Swamiji has opened his heart and dedicated with his emotions Poornashram to Baba, and has also said what the inquirers should do having come to Poornashram. In the introduction also, he has written that in the introduction, Swamiji has written, "My personality as it stands today exists only through the guidance and grace of my Gurudev. All the worth with any imperfections or virtues it may have belongs to Baba and Baba alone. I am what he has made me, and it is through his grace that I can firmly say, I am nothing, I have nothing, and I want nothing. This state, this dimension is something that only spirituality can bring." So this is what he has said, that what Swamiji is because of Baba, and with Baba's knowledge which Baba has imparted to him, Swamiji is now like this, free like the sky. I am nothing, I have nothing, and I want nothing. And he feels every sadhaka should strive to be that. He has given, in his introduction, Swamiji has given a call to the seekers. Very, very important. I'll read this and stop today. There are many more things to say, but there is not much time today. I'll stop here. Maybe another day, in some occasion, I will say how this whole thing, if anybody watches, anybody tries to understand, one will understand what is nishkama karma. We have taken up the mission to fulfill Swamiji's sankalpa. But how the mission, when we do something, a spiritual person always tries to do the nishkama karma. We put in our whole effort to make it perfect, excellent, but we feel absolutely free. Hand of providence is there, that we know. That it is his will, we know. A call to the seekers, Swamiji has written in his introduction. He has written, "To those who step into this sacred abode, I wish to reveal the deepest thoughts of my mind." Swamiji has written, "Do not merely visit Poornashram, bathe in and absorb the austere divinity. Do not merely admire it or criticize it. Be dedicated to its message and splendor. This place is not meant just for seeing, but for one's own inner transformation. May the seekers who come here not just seek knowledge, but seek inner awakening. May they not just study scriptures, but live the spirit and purpose of scriptures. May they not just admire the Guru, but imbibe his grace and grandeur through resignation and dedication. Guru's light does not fade with time. It continues to shine through his teachings, through every soul that walks this path with devotion. The grace of Baba is ever flowing. May you open yourself to receive it. With my love, best wishes and blessings, Swami Bhumananda Tirtha." Very, very deep and profound call. This is what any seeker should be. Whether you go to Poornashram, whether you come to our ashram or any other center or any other ashram, any other holy place, everywhere that spiritual awakening should be there. I'm remembering one shloka. Atma nadi samyamatoya purna satyavaha शीलतटादयोर्मिः तत्राभिषेकं कुरु पाण्डुपुत्रा नवारिणा शुद्ध्यते चान्तरात्मा. The Atma has been compared with a river, and we should take a dip in a river. When we go to holy rivers, we take a dip. Just now the Kumbh Mela is over. How many people have gone? From every corner of the globe, people have come. From India, so many. Everywhere we find people are going to Kumbh Mela to take a holy dip. Now, listen to this shloka. This is told by Vidura to Yudhishthira. He is saying that, O Yudhishthira, Panduputra, Atma Nadi, the river, the holy river is Atma. And in a river, what is the main thing? Water. So in the Atma Nadi, the water is samyama, restraint. Samyama toya purna. Toya means water. So in the Atma Nadi, it is a samyama, discipline, restraint of the mind, restraint of the senses. Shama and Dhamma. Only then we can grow in our sattvic qualities. Satyavaha. In any river there is a flow. Here, Atmanadi, what is the flow? Satya, truth, truthfulness. That is the flow. Remember that. Shila Tata. The river will have two banks. Shila, the virtues at the banks. So you must grow good qualities inside yourself. Dayormihi. And in the river, the water will have ripples and waves. The ripples and waves in the Atma Nadi is Daya. Love everybody. Adveshta Sarvabhutanam. Love everybody knowing that they are yourself. Self is one. So, Yudhishthira is being told, Atmanadi is like this. Now, the nadis, the rivers that we see, holy rivers, we go and take a dip. By that dip, the body may be becoming pure. All the dirt is removed. What about the mind? Mind doesn't get pure by a dip in water. So he is saying, dip into the Atmanadi, go within yourself and grow these qualities. Tatravishekam kuru pandaputra. If you have to take a dip in yourself, within yourself. Na varina shuddhyate cha antaratma. The antaratma, the mind, will never get purified by an external bath by water, getting dipped in river water, whether the river is holy. Antaratma will not get shuddha. It will not become purified. It will become purified only when you take a dip in the Atma Nadi. So here Swamiji is saying, come to Poornashram not for just seeing it, not for just seeing it. Bathe in and absorb its austere divinity. The place is not meant just for seeing, but for one's own inner transformation. Good qualities, good virtues, purity should dawn. That is what he is saying. And he has said, my stand has always been, our ashram has come about like a tree. The trunk will grow stronger only with the help of branches and leaves. The upper and lower growths are inseparably wedded to each other. I have not felt that I am the cause of it. I have no special aspiration also. Swamiji is saying, for all his work that he has done, he said it just comes, it grows, and it is like a tree. The trunk will grow stronger only with the help of branches and leaves. But he has no feeling that he is the cause. I have not felt that I am the cause of it. I have no special aspiration also. Vasantaval lokahitam charantaha is our way. The way of the sannyasin is what? Vasantaval lokahitam charantaha. For lokahita, for the welfare of people, we work. Like the spring season, collecting and spreading fragrance around, we work. I am also spreading spiritual fragrance. Like the spring season, collecting and spreading fragrance around, I am also spreading spiritual fragrance. What all has to be in the years to come will follow naturally. What? After having made so many ashrams and centers, what will follow will be yet to see. It will follow according to nature's will. No ego or causality is called for. So, in establishing spiritual centers, what verily worked is the invisible spiritual laws of providence. Let me say with all innocence that I have not set up any of these. My only wealth is I have nothing, I want nothing, I am nothing. Imagine how profoundly abundant and resourceful is this inner nothingness, which makes me or anybody else feel and say, I want nothing. So even for Poornashram, Swamiji says, he is not the cause, it is the providential part. He had a sankalpa, and it has grown. He has offered it to his Gurudev, whom he feels is the source of his whole activity, his own life, his spiritual fulfillment and everything. And he's giving a call to all seekers that when you come with that attitude, get bathed in that spiritual austerity, spiritual knowledge and what it means, get transformed, get awakened. Okay. Sampurnam Jagadev Nandanavanam Sarvepi Kalpadrumaha Gangam Vari Samastavari Nivaha Punya Samasta Kriya Vacha Prakrita Samskrita Shruti Shiro Varanasi Medini Sarvavasthitirasya vastu vishaya drishti parabrahmani Sarvavasthitirasya vastu vishaya drishti parabrahmani. Jai Guru, Jai Guru, Jai Guru.